Ciao a tutti, io sono Daniele e ritorno. Hey. Hey y'all. Alright, so I just tried to record a video, a long drawn out video like all the other videos that I've ever made. And it was just too much, too long, too much talking. Alright, so in this video, we're going to try not to do that. This video is going to be me speaking openly, candidly about my time in Italy and about my YouTube channel and where the hell I've been. Okay, so let's start with Danielle. What happened to you? You've been gone for, how long have I been out here? Like 2 months? I've been gone for like 2 months. Well, you guys, truthfully, honestly, I started my YouTube page and I became discouraged once I got out here. Danielle, why are you discouraged? Oh my gosh. Well, I was discouraged because I felt like people really weren't interested in my YouTube channel. And I didn't think that people would be. And I figured, Danielle, with all these YouTube channels and all this stuff going on social media, who would want to take the time out to watch your videos? And so I stopped making videos. But over these 2 months, and since I went home to visit, I get a whole bunch of questions from people. So clearly people care. And it's usually the same type of questions. So what I'm going to try and do for y'all is answer the top 5 questions that I get from people since I've been gone. Those questions are: number 1, how's school? Number 2, how's the food? Number 3, how's your friends? Number 4, where's your Italian boo? And number 5, what's the most beautiful thing that you've seen out there? Alright, let's start with number 1. So how's school? School's amazing. I go to CSU Study Center. It's about 83, 84 of us students there. It's a small, intimate campus. We all know each other's faces. I don't know everybody's name, so that's why I didn't say that. But it's small, intimate, and I actually do really like it. My first 8 weeks out here, when we started classes, it was only strictly an Italian language class. Sì, solo Italiano. I learned how to speak some Italian. I know the basics. I know how to introduce myself. I know how to tell you I'm going to school, all that good stuff. And I know how to go to the grocery store and go out places and survive. So I can speak and I can function in Italy. Thank you. Grazie, grazie. Grazie. So, just last week, we started the normal academic school year where I am taking 5 classes. I have an Italian grammar class, an Italian conversation class, history of Italian Renaissance, Greek mythology and gods, and a museum class of Florence, where basically we study a museum, we go and visit that museum, and we get all the 411 info so I can become a Florentine museum art genius. So I'm working on it. Those are my 5 classes though. I'm really excited. I've been to one of every class except for my museum class, because I ended up with strep throat. So I was like dying and I had to get on antibiotics and basically stay away from people for the week. So, but now I'm back. And I'm ready to go to school and really soak in all the goodness. Question number 2. How's the food? Oh, I'd be lying to y'all if I did not tell y'all that this food was fire, super delicious, bellissimo. Oh, I love it. Io amo it. I love it. Anyway, the food out here is delicious. Let me just repeat that line. It's very healthy, very fresh, very organic. So organic that they don't even call it organic. I go to markets to go pick up like fruits and veggies and stuff like that. It's so fresh that you can smell the food from where you're standing. Like if I'm standing at this table and there's oranges right there, I smell the oranges from way up here, bro. It's amazing. The food is so good, so healthy, so fresh that I went home for a week, 7 days. Day 4, I went from 146 pounds to 155 pounds, y'all. Like, that's how much I was eating, and that's how processed, fattening, and unhealthy the food is, okay? Y'all don't even understand. I came back and my roommate asked me if I had surgery on my face because my face had gotten bigger. It was that real. Out here in Florence, though, that's not a problem that I have because, like I said 1,000 times, the food is fresh. The food is super fresh because they want you to taste the food and not the seasonings, unlike in America. When we go out to eat, they don't give us a whole bunch of ketchup and salt, pepper, and mayonnaise and all that extra stuff to put on top of their food because they believe in their artistry and they know off top that the food is going to be good and that the food is going to stay healthy without all that stuff on it. And I have to walk everywhere. That's another thing that keeps me healthy. I'm come back slim thick on y'all. Question number 3. How's your friends? No, okay, so yeah, out here, I wouldn't say that I've really made friends, but that's because, I'm so used to being alone and I super duper analyze people and things before I just jump in and call somebody like my friend and stuff. I have met some cool people that I go out with occasionally and all that type of stuff. But have I met a friend who I tell my deepest, darkest secrets to, and when I'm sad, we talk, and when I miss home, I can tell them, and we go out to eat and go out on walks and stuff together? No, no, no. Does it bother me? No, no, no. And actually, what I've learned about my time out here is that which I kind of knew before I came out here, but since I've been out here, I've come to terms with the fact that this time is a time for me to figure out myself, what I want, who I am, where I see myself. It's my time to do what I want to do without having to worry about what the person next to me is thinking, wants. Where do you want to eat? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Those are my issues, bro. I get up and I move how I want to move. I go where I want to go, when I want to go, eat what I want to eat, when I want to eat it. It's amazing. So yeah, for the most part, I'm out here solo dolo in it. Question number 4. Where's my Italian boo? Have I been dating? Do I got a man out here? No, nowhere. He's in heaven still. I don't know. I'm not dating out here though. No. I have been out on a date though. Because, I was like, try it, I guess. I got sick of hearing people tell me to go out with an Italian guy because they're so fine and, all that stuff. So I went out with this Italian dude and he took me to this really nice restaurant to eat. And it was horrible, you guys. The food, bellissimo. I had this rabbit ragu and this Florentine bistecca, which is like this really thick steak that they char on the outside and then they cook rare on the inside. To die for. The wine was delicious, but the man I was sitting across from, I could have done that on my own. Another thing, everybody wants to know what's the most beautiful thing that I've seen while I was in Florence. While I've been out here in Italy. However you want to phrase it. I've seen a whole bunch of beautiful stuff. Like, my gallery is filled with like museums that I've been to with beautiful paintings and these detailed roofs and domes and even walking down the street, I see beauty in everything. There's like a whole bunch of street art and it's like you're walking down the street and then all of a sudden you see like a stencil of somebody holding balloons and letting one go. Or while I was in Venice, I saw this really cute, I guess it was, I don't want to call it graffiti, but it was writing on a wall. And it said, a rose is a rose is a rose is a rose. Mind blowing. That was just so beautiful to me. I live next door to one of the most beautiful and famous churches in Florence, which is Santa Croce. It was The construction started in 1296, I want to say, and it was the church. The idea of the church was thought of by Saint Francis, and what he did was he built the church for the homeless, but rich people paid for the church because they thought they would be buying their way into heaven. Strangely enough, oddly enough, the people who paid for the church are buried inside of the church, and who's to say that they went to heaven or hell? But they paid, and that church is made, and it's beautiful, y'all. And that church has really famous people buried in it, like Dante, Machiavelli, Galileo. It's actually pretty lit. It's pretty legit. And I live right next door. Amazing! But you know, it's hard for me to think of every individualized beautiful thing that I've seen, because once I'm done recording this video, let me tell y'all how so much stuff is going to come to mind. So what I really need to start doing is documenting it and immediately making videos. So that was me answering the top 5 questions that I've gotten since I have been out here in Italy. Let me know what you want to see, so I can make this page popping, because this page is for y'all, okay? I'm already here. I already see everything. I want y'all to see what you want to see. So yes, thank you for your time, and I just hope that you all have a good day. And subscribe, add me on everything if you don't already have me. I should be doing hair videos, huh? Nah, okay. Bye, y'all.